We're at the Discovery Center, which is the site of our Jeep Patrol event, which is the first one. It happens on October 16th here at the Discovery Center, and it involves 20 trail drives in the forest, basically covering all 600 miles of trails in the Big Bear area. Again, it's on October 16th. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a lot of fun on the trails, but one of our goals is to do trail cleanup. That's a small part of the program. We're also going to do some education about forest stewardship and safety. So if you're a newcomer to four-wheeling, it's a great opportunity to come out and have a great day. Registration is online at JeepPatrol.net, all one word. We've had a couple of issues with people having trouble registering, so you can always email me at don@backcountry4x4.com, and 4x4 is the number 4x and the number 4. So you can sign up that way or with the registration form at JeepPatrol.net. After the event, we're going to have a barbecue here at the Discovery Center. It's a fundraiser for the NFA's OHV volunteer program. They're one of the sponsors of the event, along with the Southern California Jeep dealers. We're expecting between 200 and 300 vehicles for the event, so we'll be able to do 20 drives. Most of the patrols are going to be all day, basically leaving here between 8:30 and 9:30 and getting back here around 3:30 or 4 for the barbecue and a prize drawing. The first 250 registrants online will receive a free water bottle, a free cap, and a goodie bag full of all kinds of stuff, discount coupons and a bunch of other things. During the barbecue, we'll be doing a prize drawing for some other great prizes. You can go online and find out more information about the entire event. The barbecue is $6 and will be hamburgers and hot dogs and all the other goodies, and that's a fundraiser directly for the OHV volunteers. We'll also be selling t-shirts, and that is the proceeds from that will also be going to the OHV volunteers. So overall, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do it rain, shine, or snow, so pretty much be prepared for anything if you come out to join us. But we should have a lot of fun and do a little trail cleanup while we're at it. So hopefully you'll be able to come out and join us. Okay.
Well, now I moved over on Brownie Lane in Big Bear Lake, just west of Thrush. And here is a business that a lot of people don't see because they're not right on the boulevard. It's All J Products. All J means Jeep. And Quinn, you're the owner.
Yeah.
How about that? Now, we have, of course, the big Jeep, I call it a rally, but it's called the Jeep Patrol coming up on the 16th.
Yep.
And you're one of the leaders.
Yes, I got pulled in to lead one of the advanced trails. So we're going to be taking a crew out on the Gold Mountain and John Bull Trail.
Oh, wow, the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, the most gnarly, as we call it.
Yeah, they're pretty good trails. So we're going to make sure that the vehicles are set up well for that one and make sure we get everybody prepared because we want to get them back for the barbecue and everything.
Sure.
But yeah, they're pretty good trails, and we should have a good turnout for the event. I've been reading about it on the internet, and there's a lot of people from a lot of places coming. So
you bet.
Yeah, it'll be
We're
fun.
going to be invaded by Jeeps.
Yes.
But we have a Jeep rally here every year too, don't we?
Yeah,
Southern
we have
California?
the Jeep Jamboree in May every year also.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, and then we have also the Big Bear Forest Fest in Father's Day weekend down at Snow Valley every year as well.
Uh-huh. That's great. Now, what they're going to do with, they expect 200, 300 Jeeps on the 16th.
Yes.
And they'll break it down into groups of what, about 20 or 30?
Probably 15 to 30,
15?
depending on how many people sign up for the rough trails and the easy trails.
And then there's a lot of Jeep Patrol leaders like you that'll take the groups on various trails. We have, 480 miles of off-road trails in the valley.
We have, in the Valley of Big Bear, we have one of the biggest trail networks in the country. So out of all the areas in the country and all the different states, Big Bear has one of the most population of trails, probably next to like Moab, Utah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's all, public land, and it's all accessible by, OHV and Jeeps and trucks, and we're kind of spoiled here in Big Bear.
I know it. Now, some trails like Pulley Canyon. I mean, these are, I call them freeways. I mean, they can go, two-wheel drive can go on them.
Right.
But most of them are four-wheel drive, and they really need to be four-wheel and probably lifted, too.
Right, right. Yeah, and through Holcomb Valley you can do in a car and a two-wheel drive, you know, but if you want to venture a little farther into the forest, you're going to definitely need four-wheel drive and a little bit of ground clearance.
Sure.
So at least at minimum, a modern SUV or a pickup truck with four-wheel drive will get you about probably 60% of the trails up here, and then the rest of them you're going to need a Jeep or a Land Cruiser or something fun.
Right. I tell you, it's just, when you go off-roading up here, it's a whole new world. You see so many neat things.
There's some great places up here and a lot of history in Big Bear.
You bet.
Yeah.
And of course, we like to tell people, if they go in and they carry in paper goods and all of that, what they carry in, they need to carry out.
Pack it in, pack it out.
That's for sure.
Well, that's part of what the Jeep Patrol was founded on, was trying to educate the public to, you know, when you take it in, bring it back out with you, and hopefully the Adopt-A-Trail clubs up here do a pretty good job, but every weekend there's more trash and things that get left behind by, you know, people. So hopefully this will take new people and educate them properly so we don't contribute to the problem, and we'll be, you know, teaching people about wheeling and teaching them about taking care of the forest, and it should be a great event.
It is. Now, one thing, during the spring, summer, and fall, it's real neat to go in. But it gets a little hairy when there's snow on the ground.
Right.
You really have to be careful.
Right.
Because we have too many getting stuck.
Well, there's about a 3 or 4 month period every year where the snow gets way too deep to be out in a regular vehicle.
Right.
You can put chains on all four wheels and go out with a buddy, and you can sometimes get in. But like last year, Holcomb Valley was pretty deep, and we had everybody getting stuck. There weren't very many people getting around.
That's right.
So then you're looking at snowmobiles and things.
Sure.
Right.
And one thing we like to really encourage people is to go out with a buddy. I mean, if you go out by yourself, something happens, you're stuck.
Should always go out with a friend, at least a vehicle or two. When we go out, we like to have 2 or 3 vehicles. That way, in case somebody gets stuck or injured, we got more vehicles to get out with. And, you know, usually we go out in groups of 4 or 5, maybe even 10, 20. But I don't like to go out alone. I always recommend somebody take at least a buddy with them. I
know it.
Right.
Yeah, I've been out a lot of times where we've gotten stuck. And if it hadn't been for others that could yank us out, you know, it would have been pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, that's the 16th. And I'm going to talk to Don Alexander, who's sort of coordinating all this, on how they can register for it.
Perfect.
And but let's talk about All J Products. How long have you been in business here?
Well, we've been in business since 1996, but we moved to Big Bear in 2006. So
oh, really? From where?
We were in Colton and Riverside before we were in Big Bear.
Oh, okay.
So we moved to Big Bear in 2006.
Wow. You brought a lot of customers with you from down there.
We brought some customers. We have customers all over the 50 states. We do mail order. We do repairs.
Really?
We have vehicles shipped in from other states to work on them. We pretty much are, you know, we're diversified as far as the customer base goes. And we do a little bit of everything that relates to Jeep. So we have, you know, a lot of local Big Bear customers. We have down the hill customers, other states as well.
Sure. Yeah. Do you carry Jeep parts here or just basic Jeep parts?
Well, we carry a little bit of everything. Mostly, you know, what's in stock is later model vehicles that we sell a lot of. You know, with the economy the last few years, we had to tone down our inventory a little bit. But most parts we can get within a few days for the older vehicles. And we do have quite a bit of inventory here for keeping everything on the road. So
that's great. Because we have a lot of Jeeps up here.
There are a lot of Jeeps in Big Bear, and one at a time we're finding them all. So
you bet.
Yeah.
Now, do you do just like the Wranglers and that, or do you do the larger, any Jeep?
We'll do
like the Cherokees?
No, anything that's a Jeep we'll do. It can be a Cherokee, a Liberty, a Grand Cherokee.
Really?
Wranglers, CJs. Like in the parking lot right now, we have a 1950 MB flat fender that we work on, that we find parts for. You know, we do some of the oddball Jeeps like the M715s and the old Wagoneers. Basically, if it's got the Jeep name on it, we work on it.
That's great. And now, are you open 5 days, 6 days?
We're open Monday through Friday, and then
Uh-huh.
we're here Saturdays by appointment.
Oh, okay. Very good. What's the phone number?
It's 866-4800.
That's great. Folks, if you have a Jeep, four-wheel, regular, whatever, if it's Jeep, you can handle it.
We can handle it.
That's right, Jeep Specialist, which is really good. Well, Quinn, thanks so much.
Okay, thank you for coming
And
down today.
folks, are located on Brownie Lane, just a hop, skip, and a jump from Thrush. Thrush is on the corner of Carl's Jr.
Where Carl's Jr. is, correct.
So just go south on it, and of course Brownie is the first street.
The first street.
You betcha. Thanks, Quinn. Nice
Okay.
meeting you.
Thank you for coming
nice
out
knowing
today.
about your business.
Okay.
Let me go on here and give you a little more plugs. All J products. Their email or their website is boulderbars.com. And it's a 4x4 shop, suspension systems, armor, accessories, custom fabrication, Jeep Specialist, right here in Big Bear. 866-4800. Well, before we leave, we're talking about off-roading. Hi, Don.
How's it going, Ron?
Oh, good. You started off this segment, and you'll end up the segment.
Yeah, how about that?
You
That's fun.
have, just off of the press, a really great off-road map covering all the trails in
Yes,
Big
sir.
Bear Valley.
There's about 600 miles of trails on our Big Bear area 4x4 trail map. Jeep has been a big supporter along with a lot of companies in the 4x4 business, including our local company, All J Products. Maps are available at All J. I know you just did a segment with Quinn,
Uh-huh.
but if you want to stop by there and pick up a map, they're available there.
Right.
Let me open it up for you.
Okay. Wow, look at that. Big. You can read it, folks.
Yeah, and it really highlights the 4x4 trails, which is unique to the maps that
Sure.
are available. And like I said, it covers every legal 4x4 and OHV trail in the Big Bear area, all the way from just east of Running Springs to Rattlesnake Canyon to the east. And
Wow.
everything to the north and south, down to Highway 38 and almost down to Lucerne Valley. So it's a big area. It covers all the trails in the National Forest.
Wow.
And we're blessed to have a lot of trails here.
And you're distributing these to several places like...
Yeah, all the Southern California Jeep dealers will have these in a couple of weeks. We'll be at the Off-Road Expo this weekend with the maps. But they're available at All J Products, at Get the Burger, Boo Bears in the Village, at
Frontier Lodge.
Frontier Lodge, and also at Robin Hood Resort in Nottingham's,
Uh-huh.
and OJ's Donuts. And in the next week or two, we'll have them at a few more spots throughout the valley.
Wow. That is terrific. So, folks, if you're an off-roader, this map will show you how to get around. And it's one of the largest ones I've seen. You can actually read it.
Yeah, and for old guys like us, that helps, doesn't
You
it, Ron?
betcha. That's great. Okay. Well, thanks, Don.
Thank
And
you, Ron.
once again, you're the ramrod on this Jeep Patrol
Yes, and
event coming up on the 16th.
October 16th at the Discovery Center. And if you want more information or to register, go to JeepPatrol.net.
Very good. Thanks, Don.
Thank you, Ron. We'll see you out there on the 16th.
Okay. Well, folks, that concludes this segment talking about off-roading here in Big Bear Valley. Now, don't go away. I'll be back after the break.
Your face is bigger than your butt.